now that you brought up, I want us to finish the music bit. Not that we can finish it because of the amount of songs that you've done, but just to play around with the big names. So, the song you did with Nameless. The song you did with Khaligraph.
Yeah.
Actually, how was it working with Khaligraph first?
Khaligraph was wonderful. You know me, I really like that guy. He's my celebrity crush.
How did that even happen?
So, I wrote the song and I told RK, I think we should put a rap on it. He said, yeah, let's put Khaligraph on it. Then I told Ike, he said, yeah, Khaligraph would be good. Then he called him. He was like, can you come to the studio on Friday? The guy was like, sure. Then I called him, I told him, I wanted to feel like Mariah Carey and Busta Rhymes. You know how he like kind of sang something? He did it exactly like the brief. Exactly like the brief. Yeah? Then we're like, hey, Clarence is coming. Do you want to shoot a video? He was like, what time?
The one I asked for, hakuna mwingine nataka. I pray for a blessing, then he ran nikapata. So now I promise to be all that you wanted of me. Girl, you're my queen and it's only right I give you all that you need. Are you home, Mrs. Siri? I'm always drifting away. Many pay your bendo Camille. You like my B and I'm your J. So for better, for worse, I'm dedicating this verse just for you and to tell you that rapper can do not trust. And najua wengi watasema kwamba sifai. Usisikize maneno kuzizo zote ni lie. Girl, I'm yours in your mind till the end of time. We was meant to be together, so forever we ride. Yeah.
He didn't have stories. He didn't give me any. That guy didn't give me any attitude ever. And when we were done with the video, he told me, my girlfriend really likes your song Happy. I was like, and then I called upon him later to help me, because I was helping Masimara's management out, and I asked him to come and do a verse on her song. He was like, what time? That guy doesn't have a drama. What time do you want me to come? Okay, so I'll be there. What's the brief? I want you to feel like this. Put some Jaluo. Done. Kabisa.
He was in.
Yeah, he was so nice and he was so professional. He was a delight. That's just the truth. Yeah.
And the Nameless, I loved the video. Had you worked with Nameless before?
No, but we've been friends.
I mean, you've been in the industry together for years.
We've been in the industry. Oh, you know Wahoo was, you see now those Baptist days?
Yes.
Wahoo was there. Wahoo was there.
So you knew Nameless from Wahoo
I
that
knew
time?
Nameless from Wahoo. When they started dating, that's how I knew him. Then, I think we had not seen Ted for a while, and then we came back and he's like, hey, I recorded this new song called Mega Rider with this guy called Nameless. And we were like, oh, okay. Then we met him. Again, oh, Wahoo's boyfriend. Huh.
You've been in audio, okay. Second.
So you know Ted recorded Nameless' first song?
Yes, I know he did Mega Rider. So the second thing now is your gig. Yeah. So this gig that you've been doing every December, what's that about? Because that's every deck. Actually, first of all, have you been in musicals?
I did Tinga Tinga, but I don't think they are for me.
Which Tinga Tinga? The one which went, the one which just went to Broadway.
Yeah.
I mean, thank you for leaving that house like it's a nothing.
A lot of people saw me. A lot of people came and asked me, "Oh my God, Tinga Tinga was great. Why weren't you in it?" And I'm like, "That's how disguised I was." You couldn't tell. I told one guy. He said, "That was you." He said, "Yeah." I said, "Yeah," because there was a place we kind of wanted to. They made my character really. She was really funny. I think they made her a lot like me. I think I'm funny. Yeah. So there's a place where I passed through the aisle and pushed people, and he was like, "You passed by me." I was like, "And you didn't know it was me?" I was like, "I didn't know. I've not seen you in such a long time. I actually didn't know it was you because of the makeup and everything." Some people completely missed that I was in the musical.
So this was the first time you were doing?
No, I did a musical with Eric. I've done every musical I've ever done is with Eric. Because Eric is really into musicals, and you know how it is. You keep the people who want to be around you. Yeah. This is the lesson I learned today. Stop asking people who don't want to be in your circle to be there. So we do a lot of stuff. His wife is Shiba is my partner in the Christmas gig,
Yes.
right? So we do a lot of stuff together.
So how did that Christmas gig come to be?
I like Christmas and I like Christmas songs. And I was like, we don't have any Christmas tradition in Kenya. Why don't we do...
Tis the season.
Yeah, why don't we do a show where we can do Christmas songs, where people can come and have a good time, because a lot of people wouldn't necessarily go to church for Christmas. You know what I mean?
Yes.
But now imagine if you have a place where they can just come and listen to Christmas songs and have a pint. You know, and have the family feeling and start it off, because you notice it's very early.
Yep.
It's like around the 12th, 11th, 12th, 10th, 11th, 12th.
Before...
Because they're supposed to start. It's
Yep.
supposed to start the season. That's the whole thing. And I remember one time, the second one we did, we finished the show on the 12th or 13th. And then on the 16th, we left to the States. I mean, I couldn't believe when I reached that America. It was Christmas in the airport. And I was like, why don't we have this? Why aren't we as Christmassy? I really like Christmas. My birthday is in December on the 22nd. That's why my mom named me Carol. Christmas carols.
Carol Atemi.
Yes, she says that people were singing carols when I was born, and I was like, even you couldn't say Noella, Mama, Christina, I don't know. Because there were many carols in our family. I was like, it's so common. I don't know why you have given me this name, but it's actually about the season.
Yep.
Yeah, and I love Christmas. So it's also a chance to showcase singers who are coming up, who are really good, who people don't get to hear that often. So that's where I think I found Kendi, you know, because then she came and she sings the lead. Everybody who is on stage, who is a singer, sings the lead. So even the guys who are kind of acting as the company and the BGVs, they all get to sing a song or maybe even two. Everybody gets to sing their own song. That's the whole point of it, right? And we can Kenyanize the songs as much as we want. It's hard to sing about chestnuts roasting on an open fire because Kenyans don't know what a chestnut is. Santa Claus, huh?
Who that?
Yeah, so I'm like, I wish there was a way we could form our own understanding and our own way to just enjoy and celebrate Christmas. For me, that's my part. We tried to add a CSR element to it because if there's a way we can also make a Christmas feeling for somebody else. That would be nice. But I really like Christmas and I just want people to enjoy Christmas. So Shiba is my partner on that.
Okay, probably my second last question. Musically, where are you now? I've heard you mention, oh, Sarah said for me this other. So you've got 2 albums out.
Yes, I have 2 albums and an EP out.
What's the EP?
The EP is, a lot of people really wanted to buy Baby Baby, so I made an EP.
What's on the EP?
So it has Baby Baby, the song with Khaligraph, the song with Jaydee. There's another new song I released, but it only has a lyric video called You. And then I chose 2 of the songs that I wrote that I liked from the second album.
Oh, nice. And where can guys get the EP? Is it on the You see, musicians.
Yeah, but all those songs are available on Dundo. All those songs are available on iTunes. Okay. They're just not available as the EP, but they're all available. But a lot of people don't necessarily buy music online. So when I go to the gigs and I sing, and guys are like, "Which album has Baby Baby?" And I'm like, "Here, this one now is the one that has."
Physical copy still works.
Yeah.
Even right now, I'm getting Noel's physical album.
So yeah, so the reason for the EP is just so that when people want the physical product, they can buy it. But if they want to get any of those songs, they're available online.
Okay. So what are you working on now?
Well, I'm working on my 3rd record, which now
is it titled?
It has many secret meanings. I don't know what it is. Sometimes I just call it 3. Like, see, Beyonce has an album called 4. Mine is 3. It has many different different meanings, names, but I definitely just want to do love songs. I just want to do an album of love songs. While I enjoy cause songs, I'm like, you have to be honest with yourself. Are you that deep? No. I like love and love things. So just every situation, breakups to makeups to meet for the first time to that. And what I don't know now is if I'm going to then go back and take the EP stuff and add. Because if that's the case, we're looking at adding 5 or 6 songs. But with the songs that we've written between last year and this year, that could just be a whole different new album and leave Baby Baby as the EP.
Yeah.
Or maybe do the album as it is, and put Baby Baby on as a bonus track.
Yeah, one of those hidden tracks. Remember those hidden tracks that they used to do back? Yeah.
But every album has had Happy as a bonus track.
Yeah, it has
the
to be
first one
there.
had that one. The second one had Happy, the acoustic version. So I don't know. Maybe I'll re-record Baby Baby in French and put it on there. Who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And in terms of the writers, are you the one who's taking majority of the writing in this?
I've taken most of the writing. Let's say everything I've released since 2017 I wrote. Yeah, everything I wrote. Like the song with Nameless, I wrote it.
Whoa, okay.
Then I told him, here's your pad. Then he was like, I'll make it work how I want it to work. I was like, okay, but he wrote the bridge. I really like bridges. So when I came and found he had written the bridge, I was very happy. I liked how he wrote it.
Okay, my parting one. Where is Atemi at right now? Because from this interview, you look very bubbly, happy. You look like you're in a good, matured space from the conversations of restoration, relationships, and things like that. You look like you're in a more I don't give a space. You get what I mean?
Well,
or in not that. Anyway, explain.
Well, it's just, it's the whole thing of you see celebrities being like, I don't care about nothing. I'm gonna do me. I don't think it's that. I think I've come more to terms with what I want to do and who I want to be. I was talking with Wambu this morning about the Berkeley interview, and I told her when I auditioned for Berkeley, I don't think I even knew what I wanted to do. Like what kind of music I wanted to sing. I think I more went with whoever the producer I was with then wanted to do. And now I understand that I listen to Tiwa Savage and I listen to Jill Scott and I listen to Asha. And I want to make all that music. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I was even thinking of doing a side A, side B album. Do my deep music. And I don't think we should say some music is deep and other music. Pop is deep. Pop can be deep. I just want to sing music that sounds good, that people like, and that I like. If I don't like the song, I'm not going to release it. Even though I find out that, some people who didn't like a song and the song was the biggest song in the world. When you son hated it, My Love Is Your Love.
The Wyclef thing.
She didn't like the song.
What?
So I'm like, but if Wyclef wrote me a song, yes, I would sing that. I would totally sing that. So even the new song I'm working on.
Have you done any international collabs, by the way? By international, I just mean out of our borders.
I'd love to.
Have you done any?
Not yet.
Not yet, huh?
I keep wanting to do one with Flavor.
With who? Say it.
Flavor. I love Flavor. I say it all the time. I even tried to get him to do a gig with me, but he was like $30,000. I was like, Kwenda huko. I'll do it with someone else. So I am doing a gig with someone else.
Yeah.
That's coming up soon. It's a secret.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I kind of just want guys to. We're not katiaing you. You know what I mean? We're not katiaing you saying, just give us a chance. I can be the man. No. I'm like, we have to take pride in our Kenya and in our things. Yeah, sure, there's terrible stuff, there's corruption, there's all of that, right? But then if we live there, then we live in the negative for the rest of our lives, and what's the point? There have to be, in every country in the world. Look, what's happening in the US now? Let's not name it, maybe they'll revoke my visa. But what's happening in the US now? Is it nice, peachy, hunky-dory? No, they have problems everywhere. Britain and Brexit, come on guys. It would be different if we're saying Kenya is so bad, but France is just perfect. No, nowhere is perfect. Everywhere has problems. Nigeria, with all their problems, embrace their good things with so much that they mean more. The beautiful things and the good things mean more because you embrace them so much in the midst of everything that's going on. So I'm not telling
Have you gigged in Nigeria?
Yeah, we shot the video in Nigeria with Nameless.
For real?
Yeah.
Okay, the rewind selector. Let's talk about that. No, okay. So tell me about the video.
The video
with Clarence.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Clarence.
Yeah.
So where
is organized? Hey, why?
Okay, no. Yes, why? Where? How?
Okay. So we got into partnership with Laleshwa to do
the wines.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, and they're like, we want to support Kenyan music, and I was like, let's support Kenyan music by getting a Nigerian film producer. Okay, no, but that's not. It's just that in terms of what I wanted and the visuals and the beauty, I didn't know if anybody would be able to do it here. That's the truth, right? Also, when I went there, just how his setup was, I had never seen anything like it. You know, you've seen the video. We all shot in one location. He has one big place. It's his. It's a big place. They paint over here pink, and they paint here. This other set is red. This other set is green screen with a fence, picket fence. He has put balloons. Yeah, he has put balloons and yellow umbrellas. By the time we were finished and leaving, they had painted it all black because we have something else we're doing tomorrow. He has another room in that place that's full mirrors. You know, that as in you're like, these are people taking their career seriously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so this was a collabo project with you and Deleshwa, or
Yes.
Deleshwa. Okay. So.
Yes. So they partnered with us.
So you're like, okay, I'm going to do a song with Nameless, and
So no, I had done the song.
Oh, you already done the song.
I'd done the song with Nameless, and I was like, how do we partner? Because you are beautiful wine. This is a beautiful song. So we did the video, but we also did a whole bunch of activations where people would drink the wine, and you know what they would say? I can't believe this is Kenyan. wine.
Yeah.
You know, I remember that I went to one of these upmarket venues, and the owner, who is Caucasian, that's how you say it, Caucasian, he took a sip and he was like, you know, I'm really surprised. I thought it would be really, really disgusting. I thought it would be really yucky. It's so delicious. I can't believe this is the Kenyan wine. And I was like, you people feel me. Our brands. We understand each other. Let's partner. Because in fact, right now, me, that's my favorite wine. That's the one I drink. I like their rosé. So
they've actually won an award for their
the sweet wine. Yeah. So I was like, imagine they're nice things, guys. Nice things, nice Kenyan things. So it really worked well for us to partner together on it.
Okay.
And it's just that for what we wanted it to be, I couldn't see anybody. And even when I saw the level, because I've done a couple of videos with Kenyan producers, and what he did everything, by the way. He did everything. When I mean everything, I mean hair, makeup, costume, everything. It's like, send your measurements. Is your hair palm or natural? It's natural. Okay. What colors? I like pink and yellow. Pink and yellow in the video. I like pink and yellow, and then I just want to look so pretty and nice. Like, got you. Understand what you want.
So dramatic. When you know your time with me can be ecstatic. You want to control where I go and who I see.
Oh, that's amazing. Yeah. So, but when you're in Nigeria, you didn't gig or anything?
No, I had a very short time because I was in rehearsals for Tinga Tinga. But me, I love that Nigeria. Let me just tell you, people refuse me. I'll go there. I was already told my name, Atemi Oyungu, is suspicious. I can enter there, let me just tell you, they don't know me already. I can enter there, find Nigerian husband, enter that music, and they'll just believe, she's Nigerian. Yeah, look at her, she's Nigerian girl.
You'll pull an Emmy Kosgei.
Yeah, no, Emmy Kosgei, because she's Emmy Kosgei, they know. No, they can accept me.
Yeah, they can.
Just take her, she's ours.
Okay, for reals now.
And they had Krispy Kreme.
It's a pointer to put. Actually, have you contemplated doing anything churchy, worship album?
Well,
direction?
The reason I don't want to do it, well, when I was at Crossroads, which I'm not anymore, I did there is, you know what drama. It's over now. I've said it in public. I don't go there no more.
Okay.
I did there, Pastor Linda had me do their Easter production. I really like music directing. I love it. I like to take songs and fit them in a different way, with a message flowing through it. So I did the Easter production last year and the year before. It's clearly not me this year, even if it's funny, see. So, with that I'll do, right? But I told her, I don't want to necessarily get so involved in church because someone can find me drinking pints and having a guff. Let's not lie. And she was like, I don't care. Show me the person in our church who is perfect. show me that guy. I'll never ask you to do anything again. Now what can you do when you're being told like that? I was like, fine, nitafanya Easter. Only Easter. Because I like Easter, you know.
That's amazing what she said.
Yeah.
I mean, I've had different people speak on the Playhouse.
Yeah.
Deep down gospel musicians, from the perception of what we call deep down gospel musicians to secular musicians. But to hear a pastor tell you that,
Yeah.
that's not definitely what the Bapo pastors were telling Five Alive.
No, that's not what they were telling him at that point. And the truth is, predominantly, 80% of the time, the music I listen to is gospel. That's what I listen to most of the time. I'm like, well, now I want to have a little party in my bedroom. Let me listen to this other music. But most of the time, in my car, if you check what my iPod is on, it's probably on something weird like Andre Crouch. You know, because that's what I listen to. So I like to do it, but it's the responsibility it comes with that I'm not necessarily sure. So now the new church I'm in, they don't know me. The pastor doesn't know me. They're not asking me to do anything. I'm just like, let me just sing over here in the back. Let's see.
Okay. And has fame played in your life?
Am I famous?
Yeah. Like, I'm just trying to figure out, especially as a woman.
Well,
don't you get some random DMs?
sometimes, but I rarely read them. You know, I rarely read them. I do feel like your regular Kenyan man with a job and a mother and father is like, sasa huyo msichana anaimbanga kwa nightclubs. You know, I do feel like honestly, I feel like we're gonna end up with foreigners because I don't know where we are in terms of what your regular Kenyan guy will think about a woman. And I remember my mom said, you need to marry a man who is strong enough to be called Mr. Atemi. Because people call him that. He needs to be strong enough that he's like, I don't care. He needs to be some multi-billionaire. He's like, this money, how much did you make in the concert? 2.5 million. I don't know what's that money. That's not money. So poor. I'm like, what? It needs to be a guy who's so secure. It's true. He needs to be so secure in himself. Because as a woman dating, if you're dating somebody who's more popular, who's in the limelight, as a woman, you know, we're used to deferring to him, and you're like, people want to be with him all the time, and you're like, well, you know, that's what it is like. But I remember I dated this guy once, and he wasn't jealous that other men wanted to talk to me. He was jealous that they wanted to talk to me and not him. You know, like that bothered him. He'd be like, every time I start something new, then you come along, and everybody wants to talk to you instead of me. And I was like, for sure, bye. So when I watched that Whitney and Bobby story, I was like, I can relate. Even when Chiwa Savage was talking about her husband, I was like, yeah, I can relate. It needs to be, and I think I would prefer somebody in a completely different field, not in music. Yeah. Did you watch the song with Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper?
The movie.
I don't want that relationship of musicians. Then one person one person will always be doing better than the other. You know, I don't know. I'm sure Jaydee is secretly annoyed in the house.
You should not Beyonce.
Yeah, you know, I'm sure that as an artist, it must be difficult for him that his wife has surpassed him and surpassed him so seriously. You know, I don't think his sales for his album that came out right after
444.
Yeah, his album is called what?
444. Oh shucks.
His album was called 4.
Was it 444? Yeah. But there's some deep meaning behind that.
Yeah, but I'm like, did it do as well as Lemonade? Probably not.
Yeah, but Jay-Z is on a different level.
It's on a different level, but still, in your target market,
no, but I hear
are
what
they
you're saying.
loving you as much? You know, when is the last time they called Jay-Z for the Super Bowl? Never. Beyonce has played the Super Bowl 87 times. So if they're cool, he must be so secure in himself.
Okay, I get what you're saying.
That this thing that's happening with her is like.
And on the flip end, are you getting the nonsense? You see, I interviewed Shinde of Tattoo, and the song that she's just released about pressure, get married. In this space, and it was so amazing that she wrote a song about that, because it's like, yo, she's expressing her truth in music. Do you get that?
Well, I don't know if I get that, more than, you see, I also started singing a really long time ago when I was really young, right? So people assume that because you've been around for a long time, you must be pretty old.
Yeah.
People say stupid things to me like that, and I want to tell them, women is being cheeky. The other day I was someone, they were like, you're so beautiful, you're just aging so well. I was like, aging? I'm younger than you, trick! What are you talking about? You know?
Yeah.
And maybe it should be even more insulting that people are like, well, you know, she's a musician. Maybe this is not gonna happen. And I'm like, I don't know. So, and also, I think that my family and my friends would keep that kind of
You've
pressure.
got a good support.
Yeah, I think they will keep that kind of pressure away from me, you know.
Oh yes, that's good because that pressure normally comes from within.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
My mom doesn't let random relatives talk to me. You want to, no, you can't have a number. Don't call that child.
Okay, I promise this one is the last one. And I'm trying to understand how has it been? Do you eat, drink, live music?
Yeah.
Does this pay your rent?
Yeah.
Does this put on your clothes?
Yeah.
Bought you your car?
The only other things I do that are not singing are still around music.
Yes.
Yeah, like last year I MD'd for the British Council for Safaricom Jazz.
Still,
Tinga.
yes.
Yeah, so that's all I do.
Okay.
I don't know
What would you tell somebody about that? Like, I mean, because the perception is two things. First of all, there's the outside perception. Like, I mean, if you're a musician, you get clothes, all of these things. I mean, you will be a baller.
That's why,
because that's baller life is.
Me. That's why you ask me fame has. I'm like, am I famous? Let me tell you when you're famous. You're famous when you go to somebody's house and the maid says, Atemi! That's when you're famous. The maid was never met you.
Yeah.
But if you're like, ni nani, anakuja kuona Richard. Or what cheese. Me, I remember the first time I walked through, I was walking from my house to somewhere, and the maize roaster greeted me. I was like,
made it.
I'm making it. The maize guy.
but I'm not. I know you probably hate what I'm about to say.
The high. Oh my God, Atemi high. I don't mind that.
Yeah.
I don't mind that. It's the opinions. Hi, you know, I really think you should have done that song with. Do I come to your office and tell you what to do?
But you're saying for real, this actually for me is a serious one. You're living, eating, drinking, thriving off this music thing, and it is a possibility.
It is.
Because imagine parents watching this and being like, my kid has been told. I mean, I talk to parents every day.
It's a possibility, but remember that they are different people have different experiences, right? Like I talked about Oxo before. I know they probably struggled for a while, and then they found a good manager who helped them make things work, right? For me, I've had other people. I have Eric. I have Shiba in my life who helped me. I have a marketing degree. I can come up with a whole marketing thing and plan a gig and put it together and execute it myself because I did that at Clubhouse, right? So those are the things that I have in my corner, which even maybe make it difficult because when a manager comes in, he can't dictate. I'm like, no, we're not doing that. We're doing this. Get on board or get out. You know what I mean? I know what I want. I know what my marketing strategy is. I know who my target market are. I know when we need to broaden it. So I'm like, it can help, but there comes a maturity and I think just an aptitude from education that can really help you go along. So I remember this guy called me and he was like, I have a Form 4 leaver who wants to do music. What should she do? I said, she should go to university. He said, what? I said, yeah, she should go to college. What do you think you're going to walk? You're not going to walk into a studio and become a star in one day. You know, for some people, sure, it happens. Because I remember telling somebody, there's no one instant that's going to change your life. And she was like, what about Justin Bieber and Usher? And I was like, that's rare. It happens, sure, it happens to one person out of how many billion are we? You know,
there's so many trying.
At the end of the day, the thing is work. You have to work and you have to be ready to work and do the work. And it's hard. So this can be something that you kind of like. You need to love it. If you kind of like it, you'll be like, Apana, what any fun cyber cafe. From now, you really have to love it, right? And different careers, alternative careers are opening up now. One of my best friends is a writer. I don't think when we met she knew she was going to be a writer. She's a writer, and with her life's work, she's renovating all the libraries in Kenya. Is that a career anybody would have thought of? She made it for herself.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So, and why could she make it for herself? She's educated.
That's true.
She studied.
As much as this is Sauti Sol, they all have degrees.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Soma. That was not
it's
just...
important.
Yeah.
I don't think people understand. Reading is important.
And talking about the business, I know I keep saying this is the last thing, but it's just that you keep opening up doors to new questions. Music, copyright society, royalties, IP. I recently interviewed June Gashui with Rina Hicks, and it's just amazing. Like, she opened up my mind on IP. What has been your experience with music and the copyright and the systems of the government that are here?
Well, the copyright, for us, the copyright feels a bit far away. I've had, the stuff I've learned and the experiences I have with copyright right now is I understand if you write the song, you're with the producer, you guys kind of need to write out what you've agreed on. Don't wait until later. You need to agree today, or maybe even before you start. This is my song, yes? Yes, I've paid you for producing it, yes? Okay, sign here. And then after that, register the song with Kikovo. That's important, And I don't know if it's just that. I'm not an expert on it. But I understand that these are things that won't come back later, too. You've done a song, you've gone into the studio, you've done it with the producer. Maybe because of your deal, you didn't pay him, right? And then you find it on Blood Diamond, and he's like, but I'm the one who invested everything. But you wrote the song. You don't have anything to protect you, right? And I know there's nothing that as me, that's the extent to what I know about it. I'm like, you need to cover yourself. Even if it just means you have a piece. Me and Delvin and RK have a paper where we wrote, Yako ni ngapi? Na yako? Atemi ni 50%. Yeah, sawa. Then we all write that, and then we signed it, and we all have a copy. So that means if the song goes on Blood Diamond, they can come to me and tell me, where is my 20% of the troops? But no, here we have a paper. We know that they could take to court and say. So as musicians, we kind of just need to learn how to protect ourselves, and not just as musicians, even as producers, because there are producers who have been soured by the things that have happened to them. You write a song with somebody, you produce it for free, it goes out there, wins awards,
you get nothing,
and then they're like, but it's my song, I wrote it. Then you're like, what? You mean? So I wish there were spaces where we could learn a little more about IP, because somebody asked me some questions about registering songs, and I was just like, don't ask me, I have Prisk. And I signed with Ngoma.
Have you gotten paid by them?
Yeah, in fact I found some money in my account the other day. I was like, this must be from Prisk.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah, and the guys who do my YouTube aggregator,
Ngoma.
Clemo.
Yeah, Clemo.
Those guys do really well. In fact, those are the guys you just need to sit down with them and talk to them and ask them, what do
And
you
let
think?
me say this. My YouTube channel is, I worked at YouTube, but so I would have been an aggregator like Clemo, but I didn't choose to go aggregator. I chose to go to YouTube enabler way, but I chose to go the aggregator way with Clemo, because Clemo is the only one, and I must say this proudly, in this country of all the aggregators, who pays.
He pays, and he's not trying to steal your money. And you can go and ask him, what should I do next? Okay, he told me, do a song with, what's that guy called? He'll be so hurt if he's watching the video, then I remember his name. I can't remember. Vera Sidika's boyfriend. What's he called?
Oh,
Otile Brown. He told me, do a song with Otile Brown. I was like, really? He was like, yeah. Then I was cleaning out my Facebook inbox, the one on the fan page, because I don't check it. Okay, I found Otile Brown wrote to me, hi, can we do a song together? I never read it. I found Octopizzo wrote to me, I have a song, tell me if you want to be on it. I just never read them, so I've never read. Then I was like, and I've met these guys after, they must have been looking at me like, you couldn't even reply my message.
And they'll see this now. I'll send this to them. This
Aki sent to them. Me, I didn't see. I seriously saw it 2 weeks ago, and I was like, because I didn't know there's a way when you read a message, you can click somewhere and then it disappears. Yeah. So I was like, what? Oh, let me read all the messages now. So I read them. I was like, oh, Tilly Brown. Octopizo. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. Those are the messages.
Who do you want to work with?
Who? From where?
Right now, given the opportunity to work with 2 people in the world.
In the world. I was going to say nobody. I'm like, I don't know if you ask me right now today. I always say Flavor.
Flavor.
Idris. You not heard his new song?
I've seen it on YouTube, but I've not yet.
Yeah, it's wonderful.
It is.
His part is the best. I was like, this guy, because I have a new song in that style. I was like, Idris needs to come and put his try. He needs to come and lay down some lines. It's like you don't expect him
to have gone that
to
way.
be that good in the thing. You're like,
it's got Sean Paul.
It's got Sean Paul in it.
Okay. Yeah.
So you don't expect him to be that good.
Shucks, in fact, when I read that thing, I thought he's just acting.
No,
he's
it's
in
a
the
whole song.
I'm a plate.
Yeah, you have to listen. So in the song I'm doing, I was like, I would really like to have somebody like that. His voice is very deep. So when he starts to, is it rapping? What do you do in reggae?
Raggering.
Raggering.
Whatever it is.
So when it gets to what he's doing, it's very surprising. You're like, oh my goodness, I didn't know.
You had boxed him into something.
Do this. No, he also has another song. It's bad. There's another old song called Secret Garden. It's so bad. I was like, my friend, don't tell anyone about this song. So when I heard he was in that song, I was like, actually, you've not left music. Still forcing on it. His part came, I was like, oh my god, that's my good. Yes. I even wrote on his wall, you can be in my song.
Okay, Atemi, I'm even keeping my mouth shut after this. Parting shot. What's your parting shot?
I'm like, why does everybody have to have a part? I've given 10 parting shots.
I know you have.
Go to school. Like Kenyan things.
Your whole thing has been a parting shot, but anyway.
Yeah, like Kenyan things. Be authentic. I don't know. Being authentic can be fake. Maybe fake authentic is well. Parting shot is, before anybody likes you have to like yourself. And if you can't learn to like yourself, then I don't know why you want other people to also like you. It's important to understand who you are and appreciate who you are, because what you project is what people give you back. So if you project that you think you're inferior, you project that you think you're less, people accept that. Yeah. But to be the kind of person you are, you first have to believe that you're able to be that person. I don't think I'm the person I'm supposed to be, but I don't think I'm where I used to be. So you gotta love you too. That's all.
Okay.
Call my mom.
Atemi, thank you so much. No, for reals. Thank you so much for accepting to be on this thing. Thank you for the nuggets. Thank you for the history.
Like you said nuggets, like I brought for you KFC.
In fact, I'm the one who should get you KFC. Anyway, thank you so much for being here. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Ebu, look in the camera and tell more women to come onto this thing.
Okay, the 5 women who are singing.
Yes.
The 5 of you, come on to the thing. You didn't have nuggets.
And cut.